What's up guys, how's it going? My name is Lost and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts Union Cross video. So, just for a warning guys, this update video is about to be extremely long because there is a lot of content that we need to talk about. Some events popped out, Colosseum, PvP, new banners that you're seeing right now. There's a bunch of things that we need to talk about guys, but first off, Happy New Year wherever you are at in the world right now, because I know there are parts of the world that are celebrating the new year of 2019. 2018 for my YouTube channel has been amazing. I've grown so much. I've met so many new people, friends that I've made throughout the months of 2018. It's been amazing. So be safe out there guys. If you're gonna go out drinking, hang out with friends, you know, make sure to take an Uber. Don't drink and drive. Believe me, it is not worth it. I've made that mistake a couple years ago and Jesus, it's still haunting me even up till now, or at least up until August of 2019. Thank God. But yeah, if you guys want me to talk about that in a video, I can. Just let me know in the comment section below. It's a pretty crazy mess. But either ways though, be safe out there, seriously. Make sure to take an Uber if you do plan on drinking tonight. But let's go ahead and jump into this guys, because we have again a lot of things to talk about. As always, shout out to Roboloid and to my buddy Ryuji as well for the translations. You can always find him on Twitter or even in the Discord servers, aka mine or Roboloid server, down in the description below if you want to hang out with him. Also, thank you so much for the amount of people that joined the Discord server. Like, I'm assuming that a lot of you guys may not check the description to see the link to the Discord server. Guys, it is always in every one of my videos, so if you ever want to join the smart community, if you want to stay updated with any JP translations, you can always do so. That link will be down in the description below for you guys. But again, thank you so much to Ryuji and to Roboloid for the translations. I know that from this big old list right here that you guys are seeing right now, there was a lot to translate this morning, so big shout outs to them. Seriously, thank you guys. But let's go ahead and jump into it guys. First things first is going to be, and bear with me because I'm going to be scrolling through a whole bunch of stuff on Discord. Let's see, first thing we are going to talk about is the 0 AP campaign, the guillotine campaign, etc, etc. That is going to last up until January 6th. So you have actually no, that's been going on for a good minute. I don't know why. I guess they forgot to mention that because the date says 12/20. I don't know. But either ways though, you have 6 days as of today to take advantage of the guillotine campaign, 0 AP, blah 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 blah. Next thing is going to be let's check it out. Oh, here we go. So this month's pet, which is an adorable little thing. Let me find the translations correctly real quick from my boy Roboloid. So get the Bear Star parts and Margarita, I'm hoping I pronounce it. It's a pizza. It's a pizza cap for your pet in this month's Lux tag. So obviously you just have to get 10 billion Lux to get the new spirit parts and the pizza head for your spirit pet itself. So definitely make sure to do that. Of course, you have the entire month of January to do so. Next thing is going to be talking about Colosseum. So Colosseum, not only can you get the pizza head for yourself, but this month's skill is going to be Attack Boost 9. Yes, they jumped the gun. I have been waiting for Defense Boost 5 Max for like the longest time. I really thought that this month was going to be it, but it doesn't look like it's happening just yet. I guess they're sticking to just Defense Boost 4, and then of course, or Defense Boost 4 Max, and then of course Defense Boost 5, that's not Max, and 6. So yeah, Attack Boost 9 is this month's Colosseum skill. So good luck to everybody out there. I know that it is not max. We are also used to having max skills. So you know, it's understandable as to whether or not you don't want to push too much of Colosseum. But of course, you can always get the Chips and Dales, Sids, HDLs, blah, 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 blah. And of course, the Pizza Head. I don't know why they gave it a fancy name, but whatever. Next thing is going to be an event that popped up. So let me find that real quick through my boy Roboloid's translations. It says here, clear 10 quests within a time limit to get Mickey and Brooms, Broom Servants, and Magic Mirrors. You have up until January 10th to complete this event, and it looks like it's a hard event judging by the stars. Next thing is going to be PvP. Well, Okay, so apparently I thought that last week was actually luxury week for PvP, but I was completely wrong. This week is actually luxury PvP week, and I believe the Keyblades for this week are Starlight, Lady Luck, and 3 Wishes. Wow, they're really sticking to the basic Keyblades, the basic starter Keyblades. That's pretty interesting. So yeah, of course we do get a bigger amount of Moogle tickets, guys, so good luck to everybody out there. And then of course it is a 1-week thing. Next thing that's going to be up in this video is going to be, let's see, my Wi-Fi wants to cooperate. Ah, yes, avatar boards. So these avatar boards are actually pretty cool because they are Final Fantasy characters. So you have the Squall and the Yuffie avatar. You also have the Sid and the Aerith avatars. So in these avatar boards, they are all the same skills, guys, for 7,770 jewels. Wait a minute. You get an attack boost 8 max, SP gauge 1 attack boost 8 max, Lux APP attack boost 8 max. You get a Lux 2 attack boost 6 max, a defense boost 6, if I'm not, yeah, a defense boost 6 that is not max, 1 Mickey and Brooms, 1 Moon Gem, 1 Sun Gem. The New Year's Charity Hat boosts the skill proc rate by +10. The New Year's Charity Balloon boosts the skill proc rate by +9. Now, one thing that I believe Roboloid might have missed out is that the attack boost 8 max, there's actually 2 copies in them and not just 1. So in my opinion, yes, the boards are expensive, but if you got the extra jewels lying around that you are not planning on pulling anytime soon, I'd recommend grabbing yourself one of these because the skills in them, in my personal opinion, are actually pretty good because you get 4 max skills. You do have a Lux APP skill, but that skill right there could actually benefit players if they do Colosseum, no, not Colosseum, if they do high school challenges correctly. If they do it, if you take high school challenges seriously and you're needing a skill that not only does damage but also gives you APP in return whenever you're attacking enemies, that could be an option for that skill as well. And then of course defense boost 6, because nowadays everybody and their families are running defense boost 4 max, defense boost 5, defense boost 6, etc, etc. So that's not too bad of a skill. And then of course you do get a Moon Gem, Sun Gem with that as well. So the avatar boards, I mean, they could be cheaper, of course. Who doesn't want them cheaper? Like, I would have been cool if they were like maybe 4,000, 5,000 jewels. Then they were actually, I would be tempted to buy 2 of them instead of just 1. But it's really up to you as to whether or not you want to grab them, because yeah, they are pretty expensive. But the avatars, they look awesome as hell. I was not expecting Squall, Yuffie, and then of course Sid and Aerith, which are characters from Final Fantasy VII. Most likely we're gonna see these avatar boards come back in the future, but I don't think they will reappear up until a couple months from now, or maybe even next year. I don't know. But again, you have up until January 14th. You have 2 weeks to decide as to whether or not you want to pick up these boards. Next thing is going to be, if this thing wants to cooperate with me, is monthly gem quests. Of course, those are the 5 Keyblades that you need to get the gems. After that is, if this thing wants to load faster, is Union Cross, guys. With Union Cross, celebrate the new year, battle in Union Cross to get the Starlight booster and pet parts. That pet part that you see right there looks very familiar to an avatar board from, I believe, 2, maybe 3 years ago, when they had a New Year celebration for JP. I can't remember exactly when they came to Global, but I believe there are actual avatar parts for your player itself with this similar type of style of parts. But with that, of course, you have up until the 13th of January to complete this. So definitely make sure to grab that Starlight booster, because the Starlight Keyblade is in PvP. Next thing is an interesting banner. So let me scroll down to find this the info on the banner real quick. So here's a New Year's Day banner. You can draw at most twice on this 1-day banner. Now this banner right here does feature 1 7-star tier 8 medal per pull and one Sun Gem per pull, and you can pull EX medals off of this banner. So you can even pull that Kingdom Hearts 3 Starlight medal. You can pull pull old EX medals. I'm not too sure if you can actually pull the new trio Superburst medals that came out today. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I mean, if you really want to throw the 3,000 jewels and to see whether or not you're lucky, that's up to you. But I would probably avoid this banner, in my opinion. That banner does last up until, or actually it only lasts for 2 days. Next thing is going to be, actually no, we're going to skip this until we talk about the new Superburst medals, which is going to be Superburst HD, Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. So, I'm not gonna go through the whole entire of like what each of them do, because they all do the same thing. So I'm just gonna read off of one. Let's see if I can find that info real quick. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about the banner. 3 new Superburst medals arrive for Terra, Ventus, and Aqua. Note, the following features depend on which banner you pull from. I'm putting them in one description for to just talk about it. The normal banner features 1 7-star tier 7 medal per pull, 1 trait medal of depending on which banner that you're pulling from, so either Terra, Aqua, or Ventus per pull, a chance to get Superburst HD Terra, Ventus, or HD Aqua applies to all banners. So you can actually pull, if you are pulling for Superburst HD Terra, you have a chance of pulling Aqua and Ventus in these banners, in this banner. Of course, same thing with Ventus, same thing with Aqua. If you pulling for Aqua, you have a chance of pulling Terra or Ven. So that's pretty nice that they added that. I really like that. The premium VIP banner does feature 1 7-star tier 7 medal per pull, 1 trait medal of course whichever banner it is that you're pulling from, 1 7-star of again whichever one it is that you're pulling from in 10 pulls, so it is a 10 mercy, and then of course the chances of pulling the medal itself is doubled as well compared to the normal banner. And then of course you still have the opportunity to pull say if you're pulling on Terra, Aqua, or Ventus in the Terra banner itself. Now since we're looking at Terra right now, we're going to talk about Terra. So Superburst HD Terra is our first tier 9 medals. These first 3 medals are our tier 9 medals. Terra is an up by power 4 gauges. Multiplier is 41.95 to 59.13. That is the highest AoE multiplier that we have right now for these medals. These medals are actually very, very good. So, for 2 turns, buffs upright attack by 8 tiers, buffs power attack by 15 tiers, debuffs the enemy's upright power defense by 15 tiers, raises the guild of all medals by 140%, increments the enemy's counters by +1, damage increases when only 1 enemy remains, costs 2 additional gauges. That's interesting. Costs 2 additional gauges. So does that mean that instead of 4 gauges we get, it's actually a 6 gauge medal? Huh, interesting. I'm assuming that's the case, and if that's the case, then you would have to put a like an SP gauge 0 and SP gauge 2 skill attached to these medals if it does that. That's interesting. But anyways, it does 3 hits, and of course the Superburst ability, the multiplier ranges from 100 to 150%, or excuse me, multiplier. It is an AoE Superburst attack and deals a hit and increases in damage only when 1 enemy remains. In PvP, this ability activates on slot 6. Now there's one thing that I want to look at. Oh, here we go. So the cost 2 additional gauges means that with no SP type skill, the medal costs 4 + 2, which is 6 gauges. If you have an SP gauge 1, then the medal costs 1 + 2 = 3 gauges. So yes, basically, if you're not too concerned about gauges in your Keyblade setup, you're gonna have to put an SP gauge, like say 0, 1, 2 on one of these 3 medals, so that way, instead of it costing the normal 6, it'll cost either 2, 3, or 4, depending on what kind of skill that it is that you put on it. That's an interesting feature that they added on this medal. On these medals. I don't know why they decided to do it, But in general, my thoughts and opinions on these medals, again, guys, if you don't buy VIP, do not chase these medals. Like, seriously. Because you don't want to get that disappointment at the end if you spent all the jewels that you saved and then you get nothing but trait medals. So, again, you're taking a chance on it if you're not going to be buying VIP, because, of course, the VIP premium banner, and I'm not trying to promote the whole VIP premium banner thing. I'm just kind of stating the obvious, that if you're going to chase, guys, and if you don't get it, you know, don't get upset at the game. Don't get upset about anything, because it was your choice at the end. But of course, when it comes to in general to what these medals do, they're not too bad of a medals, especially with that insane multiplier of 59.13 whenever you're facing a single target. That's not that bad. And of course, the multiplier, the AoE multiplier being at 41.95 is still not that bad of a multiplier in my opinion. So is this medal worth chasing? If you have VIP, I would say, if you want to improve on any of the attributes, like say if you want to make your magic stronger, your speed, your power, and you think that this medal is going to benefit you, especially with the fact that this medal does not have the override ability, which is awesome. So if you want to add more buffs to say, if you want to add more buffs to, say, your Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi or your HD Shion, I would say go for it. Go for whatever you feel like is most comfortable for you. If it's going to help on your setup, if it's going to help you in the long run, if you think that this medal right here is going to further push it so that way after you pull these medals you wouldn't have to pull for any medals in the future, then I would say go for it, because they're not that bad medals in my opinion. Of course, they are going to be replaceable sometime, I don't know, within, like, say, like the next month, the next 2 months. You never know. So, again, it's up to you guys. The medals, they are good. They're not bad, in my opinion. But, of course, it's your choice, your jewels. You guys figure out what's best for your account, for your Keyblade setups, etc., etc. Now, one thing that I do want to go back to is that last notice that I clicked on earlier, which was something that is really just gonna benefit any player who gets extremely lucky, who is ready to spend 90,000 jewels on the trio medals just to get this medal right here. So with this medal right here, not stat booster, Jesus, Superburst, Terra, Ventus, and Aqua, it is a tier 9 medal. Upright speed, gauges is 4, multiplier, get this multiplier is insane. This has to be the highest multiplier in the game. 46.66 to 65.44. That is huge for a tier 9 medal. It is a single target, and for 2 turns, buffs upright attack by 8 tiers, buffs PSM attack by 15 tiers, debuffs the enemy's upright PSM defense by 15 tiers, increases the Guild of all metals by 150%, increments an enemy's counters by +5, damage increases when only 1 enemy remains, and costs 2 additional gauges. Now, it does 7 hits. The Superburst ability, the multiplier ranges between 100 to 150. It is an AoE Superburst attack. Deals 8 hits and increases in damage when only 1 enemy remains. In PvP, this ability activates on slot 6. Here's the thing about this medal, is that to get Superburst Terra and Ventus and Aqua from this campaign, you can get at most 1 Superburst Terra, Aqua, and Terra, Ventus, and Aqua medal if you meet the following guidelines. So yeah, there are some rules to try to get this medal, which sucks. It really does. You must have a combination of 3 of Superburst HD Terra, Superburst HD Ventus, and Superburst HD Aqua, each with 5 traits. Yeah, because apparently Square Enix thinks that we are made out of money, because that is ridiculous. Even for myself, if I was still waiting in this game, that is insane, because I would have to have some pure RNG luck to either pull these medals within 5 pulls instead of 10 pulls, so that way I can save up half of the 90k jewels, which is what, 45,000 jewels, just to get this medal right here. And the thing is though, it's only 1 copy. So examples to what Roboloid has posted is that having 1 of each medal, each with 5 traits, you can have, if you wanted to, if you just wanted to focus on 1 of these medals, Having 3 Superburst HD Terra medals or Aqua or Ventus, doesn't matter which one, each with 5 traits, does actually count towards you getting this medal right here. Having 2 Superburst HD Aqua medals and 1 Superburst HD Ventus medals, each with 5 traits, that also does works. That does work. You can mix them up here and there, guys, but that's, in my opinion, that's a little ridiculous. That is way too much to just get 1 medal. And yeah, don't get me wrong, the medal itself, it's a strong medal, strong multiplier. That's just too much. That's just asking way too much from a player. Now, the Superburst Terra Ventus and Aqua medal will be distributed on January 15th at 3 p.m. Japan Standard Time. Note, trading trait medals of the new Superburst HD medals will not count towards the above guidelines. So, if you think you can get around it, you're wrong. So, I would avoid doing that. Last thing about this is that you'll get 1 trait medal for Superburst Terra and Ventus and Aqua for every pull you do on the premium banners for Superburst HD Terra, Superburst HD Ventus, and Superburst HD Aqua. There is no limit on the amount of trait medals distributed. Pulls on the normal banners would not yield any trait medals. That's stupid, in my opinion. And then, of course, Tier 9 medals have the guild to them are now 200 to 280%. So, that right there, to just get this 1 medal, that's asking way too much. Of course, the whales are gonna get it. If I was still whaling in this game, most likely, yeah, I would be getting it too. But seeing as how I'm not opening my wallet anymore to this game, I'm gonna miss out on a very good medal. Not just myself, but a whole bunch of players as well. So it really sucks, because if you do actually decide, hey, I'm a free-to-play player, I'm not gonna buy VIP, but you pull 5 times and say you get Ventus, and then you get the trait medals, but you didn't, because you did not pull on the premium banner, you won't qualify for this medal itself, which I think is stupid. Like, everybody should have access to this medal, and the fact that you're gonna put that, of course, behind, sorry about that, you're gonna put that behind a premium paywall, a VIP paywall, that is very disappointing, Square Enix. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of that. Whether I was still winning or not, that is not the right way to be doing these kinds of things, because players, free-to-play players, cheap-to-play players are going to miss out on such a very good medal, and it's stupid. It's just straight up stupid. I'm not a fan of it. That's all I'm going to say on it. But other than that, though, some of the other things that we got left to talk about, we got 2 more things to talk about, guys. We're almost done. Aside from that, though, from that disappointment, let's see if I can find this real quick, guys. Where you at? 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 I think Roboloid might have missed out on this. I think he did. Okay, so with this banner, this event right here, this is a super easy event. Again, if you need to figure out what the translations are for the Mickey heads, you can always join the Discord server, because my boy Ryuji, he translated all of the objectives. But basically, in this event right here, guys, you have 3 quests to complete. You get 5,000 jewels. 5,000 jewels, and these jewels are actually part of the New Year's jewels that we should be getting as well, because it has been a notice up on here on top, where it's telling us that at 2 p.m., which is actually an hour from now from when I'm recording this video, but at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, once you log into the game, you're going to get the other 5,000 jewels. So we are getting in total 10,000 jewels for the New Year's jewels. So make sure to do that event. Make sure to log in today, or I'm not too sure there's going to be a limit as to when you have to supposed to be like a time limit, so that you can get those 5,000 jewels. But as of right now, we are getting a total of 10,000 jewels for the New Year's. Again, that event it's a super easy event, guys. No need to stress out. Everybody should be able to complete this, and if you need to know the translations for that, make sure to join the Discord server, which will be down in the description below. And then finally, good God, I've been talking for 24 minutes. Damn. Finally, guys, there is a raid event. Not specifically a raid week, but just a small raid event going on right now. Let's see if I can find that real quickly before I get out of here. No, I think Roboloid might have missed this as well. Oh, no, he didn't. Take that back. Take that back. Sorry, Robo. Let's see. What the nutty is it? Let's see. Oh, here we go. So, defeat the Lion Dancer raid boss to get the sparkles on your pet, which is what you see right there. You have up until January 6th to complete this event. So this is basically like our daily week raid boss. But of course, make sure to actually raid so that way you can get this new avatar or pet part, spirit part for your pet. But that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I mean, good God, that was like the longest update video that I've done so far. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I apologize for the video being so long, but again, you saw the content that came out today. It was a lot. As always, if I cannot talk right now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Other than that though, guys, take care. Be safe out there. Happy New Year's once again. And I will see you guys next time.